This week's Storyteller-in-Residence at the International Storytelling Center in Jonesborough is Tim Lowry. And this morning we want to welcome this amazing storyteller to Daytime Tri-Cities. Welcome to East Tennessee, all the way from South Carolina.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I got a lot of my ancestors came from South Carolina and migrated up here over the years.
And
so,
mine
yes.
came from Appalachia and moved down to the coast.
So we just exchanged.
That's what it is. Yeah.
But you're going to be Storyteller-in-Residence at the International Storytelling Center this week, all the way through the 6th of August.
I am. Yeah. Yes, Jonesborough, Tennessee, the most storied city in America.
It really is. Have you been to Jonesborough before? I mean,
a few times. Yeah.
I have to ask that because
so much so that my children will not let me come without them because they love Jonesborough. Everybody spoils them, buys them candy.
Got a candy store right downtown.
Yes, yes.
What do you like about storytelling? I mean, let's get into your history a little bit. I mentioned you're from Summerville, South Carolina, and I was watching some videos of you down there in your seersucker suit giving people tours and telling them stories. Kind of give us some background on Tim Lowry.
Well, I live in Summerville, South Carolina, and you're having Milo's tea.
Yes, right there, right
we
there.
We are the birthplace of sweet tea. Yes, so we are about as southern as you can possibly get. Yes.
And we appreciate that because I appreciate a great glass of sweet tea. But, you know, what led you to storytelling? What got you personally into storytelling?
I think there would be a long answer, but the short answer would be World Book Encyclopedia. My parents bought World Book Encyclopedia when I was in 3rd grade, and I was constantly flipping through volumes. I found interest in that, and interest in that, interest in that. So just the world at large and all the things you could learn about.
And a lot of your storytelling is stories from American history.
Oh, yeah. Hence this jacket. Yeah. I got an email that said, when you're on camera, you should not wear stripes or polka dots or bright white or a ridiculously loud color. And I thought, have they been on my website? Have they seen how I dress? So I just got this old thing out of the closet. Yeah, I was in Omaha a couple weeks ago. I could not pass this up.
That is a fine, fine jacket. I do like if folks go to your website, and I did that. I encourage folks to do that. Seersucker suits. That is a great statement. I mean, I like seersucker suits.
Oh yeah, that's my go-to. People say, "I like your costume." I say, "This ain't no costume." Said in Charleston, South Carolina, the big city next to Summerville. If you want to be taken seriously, you dress like a clown.
Charleston, a beautiful city, but I have seen some characters there. Let's talk about this week. Let's talk about what folks can expect when they come to your show.
Oh, they could expect the unexpected.
Okay.
And I mean that in a very literal sense. I live in Summerville, South Carolina, but my birthplace, where I grew up, was near Troublesome Creek in Knott County, Kentucky.
Okay.
And my whole childhood got washed away last week.
I'm so sorry.
I will not talk long about that because I might get upset. So one thing that I'm going to do is every single day at the International Storytelling Center, I pulled a bunch of story junk stuff from my shelves at home. Might be a little bit dusty. And I'm going to tell stories related to this stuff.
Okay.
And then sell the stuff.
Oh.
And all the stuff goes to help flood victims in southeastern Kentucky. Yeah. So this is a nice little piece of China called calamity ware.
Okay.
And the handle got broke off, so it's true calamity ware.
True calamity.
I stuck a plant in it and thought, I'll sell it for flood victims.
Coming from Kentucky, living in South Carolina, I think you've got the Southeast, and you love Jonesborough, so I think you've got the Southeast pretty much covered.
That's my home. Yeah, yeah.
What do you, when you're down there and you're telling stories, and I saw you telling stories to like a group on the street, what are you giving them the history of Summerville, or are you telling them history? What is your forte?
I love history, but not the dry, bullet point textbook history. I like the quirky and the odd. Like the time Henry Lawrence lost his head. That was the first cremation in South Carolina. It did not go well.
Oh, we might have to hear more about that. And we're going to hear a story from you coming up in just a little while. Okay?
Indeed.
All right, got it coming up here. Stay with us. We're going to hear some stories, and we're going to be giving away some tickets to the storytelling this week. If you want to check that out, we got the information about Tim Lowry, Storytelling Live, going on today through Saturday, 2 p.m. each day, there at StorytellerTimLowry.com.